with Fallout 4 coming out, there's no doubt that you're probably excited for it. So, even though I'm kind of mixed, I thought it would be a good idea to rank 6 games that you probably should play if you're excited for Fallout 4, other than all the Fallout games, because even if you look at all the Fallout games, you probably spent several hours in them. So if you haven't played those already, just play them. Now, this isn't a top 6. These are just 6 games. If you're a Fallout fan, you should definitely try out. Let's start off with number 6. And that goes to, in my opinion, the absolute most needed play, and in my opinion, probably the second or third best game on this list. And that is Wasteland. This is the game that inspired Fallout, and its sequel as well is phenomenal and is going to console, so you're running an excuse to start playing the series. This is a really great game. The story, the characters, everything about it just has this perfect atmosphere, which is just so rare in games. Great game. It's a game that inspired it, and there's no doubt it's up to par with the quality of the Fallout games. So now, number 5. I'm kind of mixed on this. These are 3 games that I personally did not want to put on this list, but with everybody recommending me putting all 3 of these games in, I will. It's Rage, Stalker, and Dying Light. I know that's 3 games, and I'm just tying all these games together. These are just games that I particularly enjoy. Is it perfect by any means? Absolutely not. It's actually, in fact, very inferior games overall. Stalker, in my opinion, has an amazing atmosphere, but the gameplay is boring, the story is boring, and most often I just don't enjoy that game as much as I enjoy a lot of other games. Fallout, Rage, not Fallout, is a fun enough action game, but has so many flaws, but it's still very enjoyable. Dying Light is a very fun, extremely fun game, but it's not really a Fallout quality game, but it's still a game I think you should check out if you just want this kind of post-apocalyptic madness. They're pretty fun. Number 4. Number 4 is just some retro-futuristic, awesome masterpiece. I don't know. No, not masterpiece. But a lot of people say it is, and that's BioShock. I think you should play this because they have a similar kind of atmosphere. They have the retro-futuristic, they're first person, not quite open world, not an RPG, but it's definitely a game you should try out. And it's a game that kind of has that Fallout vibe to it. So yeah, definitely think you should check it out. Number 3 is a game by the studio, Tim Cain, who created Fallout, that made his own studio, and released 2 really amazing games, and 1 game I haven't played yet. And two of the games that I've played are on this list. And one is Arcanium, or I don't know, Steampunk Magic. I can't even say the name right. But this is a phenomenal game. It has so many characters, so many everything. It is just one of those games that truly engrosses you into this world. It's one of the most phenomenal RPGs. And in my opinion, it's one of the most hidden gem-like games I've ever played. Number 2, this was a little hard, but I'm going to just give it to Morrowind, just because I think you should play it. It's like Fallout, it has a lot of good RPG elements, but I will also say I don't think it's as good as some people make it out to be. I love a lot of things about it. It doesn't have full voice acting, which even Fallout has, but sometimes the reading gets boring in this game because the writing's not all too spicy in any way. And the combat sucks, but overall, I enjoyed this game. Some honorable mentions go to Stubbs the Zombie. Every Black Isle Studios games are probably games I probably should have put on this list. I just didn't for some reason. Stubbs the Zombies is a retro-futuristic game. And just many other phenomenal games that really capture the essence of what makes Fallout. So, now, let's get into my number 1. This is probably my favorite non-Fallout RPG. And this is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, or is the other way around, I'm not sure. I love this game. I have probably played it around 10 to 15 times, which for me is insanely rare. I view the same thing with movies. I rarely see movies twice, nevertheless play games multiple times. I like this game due to its true RPG nature. It is also set in a first-person perspective, which truly makes you just feel awesome. I don't know. It's just, this is a Tim Kaine game. This is a basically created by Black Isle Studios, and basically it has a lot of the employees and a lot of that, and it's in first person. It has great dialogue, tons of amazing, just downright phenomenal combat, voice acting. It is one of my favorite games of all time, and probably my favorite as far as quality goes, as far as an RPG goes. It is a great game. So please tell me your thoughts below. This list was just completely unscripted, completely uncut. I just want to see if I could try this out. I won't always do this. Tell me, do you like my unscripted, uncut, or do you like my more cut, more choppy kind of video? So please tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope to bring more news out for you guys, and I'll see you later.